Okay. I don't know how well this is going to work. Oops. This is just a little experiment. We'll call it that. And I guess I'll just wait for people to show up. Okay, let's see. Hey. Hello, thank you for joining. I'm gonna get started here in a minute. I do not stream much, so this could potentially go very badly. And I don't know why I'm deciding to stream this. Okay, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can, if you can hear me and you can see the screen and all. Yeah, I mean, I the last time I streamed was like months and months ago, because my computer is not optimal for streaming, but you know. Does everything look okay? If you can hear me, let me know, because I don't want to, like... Okay, awesome. Perfect. Cool. Okay, I guess I'll get... Let me, just... Just let people know that I'm streaming. I wish I had my... Yeah, I'm on a MacBook, so... Like, I really want to stream some games at some point, especially, like, The Sims. But... my computer can barely even run The Sims, much less stream it or record it. What was I gonna say? Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, sure, I guess. Alright, guess I'll get started in a second here. Yeah, I heard you. Get one for myself as well. Can you open the door? I don't have hands. Thanks. Okay, that adventure's done. So today, what we're going to be doing is, we are, as it says, we are ranking, and I'll put that in like quotation marks, because obviously this is not like an objective like ranking of, because these are all charities. Most of them are charities, and most of them are very good. and I don't want to be like that asshole YouTuber who's like bashing on charities. This is purely just ranking like the general quality of the PSAs and PIFs they're putting out. You know what I mean? Stream health is all over the place. Okay, so let's get started. And yes, I'm doing this in Fire Alpaca because I don't have Photoshop. Really wish I had Photoshop, but this is the only way I know how to do this for now. So, actually, let me move my window so I can see the chat. Okay, so let's start. We'll go just from left to right here. So I've got everything like ordered up. Some of the most like well-known PSA putter-outers, because that's a word. And a lot of these I have reviewed before. I would like to, I think I will put in Montana Meth Project. I just ran out of room at the bottom for the logos. But I think everybody knows that I like them. But yeah, I'll go ahead and... Actually, let me just go ahead and add them in right now. Montana Meth Project logo? Do they really have a logo? I guess it's like the meth not even once. I talk about them probably too much, but you know, it's cool. So transform, make it small. There we go. Okay, so starting with the truth. Hello, I'm good. How are you? So we'll start with the Truth Organization. Obviously, I did a review on their PSAs once, and gonna be able to the ads. I'm not sure because of copyright. I'm not gonna be... Hello. Thank you for joining. I'm not gonna be like showing any of the ads right here. This is just gonna mostly be me talking. So hopefully people aren't too bothered by that. But, oh wow, it looks like there's a lot of like lag. Sorry if there's a big lag, guys. Looks like there's like almost a minute of lag, but not much I can do about that. Okay. So, start with the truth. They're, as I've said before, they are kind of a wild card. Some of their ads are really, like, clever and funny, and then some of them are not. Really hot in Scotland? Yeah, it's hot here, too. It's like, well, I'd say it's like 90 degrees, but obviously that's Fahrenheit, and we're the only ones who use Fahrenheit, so 90 degrees Fahrenheit is like 32 Celsius, 33 maybe? I don't know, something like that. Okay, so truth. Yeah, the musical, the earlier stuff, like some of their first ads, I think, were the ones with the street demonstrations. Like they had the body bags one and the 1,200 people one. And those, I think, really got people's attention. So overall, I would say the truth, like they keep producing ads, like even today. So like even though they've had some duds, they are, like they really are trying. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the B tier. They're not perfect, but they have a good like like, they have a good heart. Like, they're obviously willing to, they're obviously really passionate about what they do. They're not targeting, they're aiming towards, like, the younger demographic, young people. And from what it seems like, it's worked, since I've heard in a lot of different places that my generation, the current generation, Gen Z, Zillennials, as they're called, I guess, like, smoking rates have gone way down, or tobacco. Oh my god, the explode. Yeah, those were not their best. When you have an extreme thirst. Yeah, those really make me laugh. But yeah. I'd say B tier for me. Next, partnership. Obviously I've talked about the partnership a whole lot in my mega review. And now this is a tricky one, because they alone have produced literally hundreds of PSAs over the years. And they are kind of like the staple for, like, when you think of cheesy drug PSAs, you think of Partnership or Drug Free America. Or at least I do. But I would also say that without them, probably drug PSAs wouldn't have gotten as, like, prevalent in pop culture as they are now. So we have a lot to credit them for. So, like, individually, their ads are maybe not the best, but as a whole, I know I said I'm not ranking it by. See, that's the problem, because I said I'm not ranking it by, like, the organizations themselves. I'm just ranking it purely on the ads they're putting out. And for Partnership, I'd say more of their ads are, like, ads that I like to make fun of than ads I genuinely enjoy. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, Ad Council, good idea, yeah. Ad Council has a ton of stuff. Let me get their logo. Ad Council logo. Yeah, they made more than 100. Like, my mega review was their top 100 just from the 80s and the 90s, and so, like, that's not even counting all the ones they made in the 2000s. Yeah, they're bonkers. You get to see my real-time crappy editing. Okay, so yeah, overall, I'd say that their general quality of them is average. For Partnership, I mean. And that's kind of all I have to say about that. I'm just checking which layers I have things on. Might as well go ahead and do Ad Council now. Whoops. Yeah, it was Youth Ambassadors. Those are so good. Like, those are very, very new. I think they were just from 2018, and there's only 3 of them so far that I'm aware of. But I'm gonna have to do a review on those if they ever make more. I might just do a review on the 3 they have, because those are, like, super hard hitting and very sad, and I like them a lot. They definitely got my attention, but I mean, Muppets tend to get my attention. I'm a fan of them. So yeah, Ad Council. Ad Council is responsible for so many, like, PSAs and radio PSAs and billboards that people pass on the highways. I don't even know, like, which specific campaigns they've done. I'm pretty sure they did Smokey Bear. I know they do, like, the a lot of like the texting and driving PSAs for America, or at least the print ads. Oh yeah, TAC was actually on my list. I wasn't sure if they had a logo that I could put up, but I definitely, like, I have a list written down of organizations that I want to cover. I just couldn't fit them all in initially. Drug-free Singapore? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I will get to them as well. Let me add them to my list. So Ad Council is also definitely one of the staples for like PSAs being so prevalent in pop culture. And I'd say they're pretty straightforward. They don't usually like try any like crazy tactics, which I respect that. Like they're pretty just like, hey, don't do this. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say they have the most creative ads, but they're definitely respectable. I don't really have any complaints about them. I'm gonna go ahead and stick them in the B tier with the truth. I might change that later. If I see anybody like, yeah, I remember hearing their stuff on the radio too, and like that's actually where I got exposed to a lot of meth project stuff at first. Yeah, I like Talk to Frank. I love their Pablo the dog is still probably one of my favorite PIFs. Yeah, they made that one. They made the Inquisitive Kid one. They made... Hey Marco. Everyone subscribe to Marco. Bourbon the Maneater. He is a good artist, boy. They have... I'm trying to think, which one am I missing? They had the Brain Warehouse. Oh, the CCA, good idea. Okay, I'm like, oh, good idea. I keep having new ones to add. This stream is gonna be like 4 hours long. I love it. Okay, we already did the truth. We already did... already did Above the Influence. PDFA. Yeah, the CCA is the Canadian one. Hello, Red Wolf. Yes, thank you so much for the intro. Like, I'm definitely going to use that in my reviews. I'm really flattered that anybody would want to like make me an intro. It was very sweet of you. Okay, so just for the record, what I have on my list, like, yeah, they did Don't Put It in Your Mouth. What I have on my list that is not... So I've got TAC, I've got Queensland Transport, I've got the Preventit.ca, WorkSafe, Barnardo's, Real Cost, the CCA, Drug-Free Singapore, and Drinking and Driving Work Slaves. SWR, my mortal enemies. No, they're not that bad, but I ranted about them in my latest reaction video. Okay, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Where were we? Okay, fire kills. I hope that clap wasn't too loud. I did a review on them too. Well, no, I didn't. It wasn't specifically fire kills. It was just fire safety ads in general, and some of them were just from the COI. But fire kills, they did. Did they do searching? I'm pretty sure they did searching. They did, they did Dead Man. I think they did. Shit, I'm blanking. Some like, let me know what else fire kills did. But regardless, fire kills is in the A tier. Let me make them a little smaller. Yeah, fire kills is in the A tier because. Oh wait, no, they also did Make Your Plan. You know what? I'm gonna put them in the S tier. I can't think of like I'm sure they traumatized a lot of kids, but that's kind of their job. The DOE. Yeah, see, I've talked about shame. Yeah, the DOE did make shame. I've talked about how much I hate shame several times, and shame too. Let me add the DOE to the list. Okay, so fire kills, I'm gonna put them in the S tier because I think their PIFs are really good quality and super effective and scary and just pretty much like the pinnacle of what fire safety PIFs should be. What's next? PETA. Anybody want to guess where PETA's gonna go? PETA goes like in the fucking G tier. Like, if I had a G tier, I would put it there. PETA is comfortably and squarely right in the good old F tier. Fuck PETA, man. Oh boy, I think we all know that PETA just sucks as an organization, and as their PSAs are bad too. And that is all I have to say about that. Let me grab some more logos. The NHS. Yeah, the NHS. I like the NHS's stuff too. Okay, let me quickly grab some of the logos that we're missing. Bernardo's. TAC logo? Do they have a logo? Yeah, they sure do. I should have known that. A DOE logo? The DOE is the Department of Energy. No, I'm talking about the... No, not the department. Thank you, Emma Manzi. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm really sorry for the lag. I'm not entirely sure what to do about it. If anybody is familiar with like how streaming on YouTube works, then please give me some tips. SAAQ sounds familiar. Is that a European one? The COI. Yeah, the COI is like... I'm pretty sure like the COI is what qualifies a PIF. You know what I mean? Like, the COI is like where PIFs came from, just in general, and I believe they don't exist any. I might be completely making that up, but I think I read on like Pete's blog that the COI is not doesn't do like PIFs anymore, so they're technically not, I don't know, something like that. NHS logo. So how's everybody's days been? I'm sorry there's not more like exciting things happening on the screen. I would play some music, but I don't want to get copyright strikes. Oh, they're the Quebec one. Okay. Oh my god, thank you so much, Black Hole Jamie. I'm so excited to see that. That would be super cool. Because obviously the one I did, like the one I have in my outro right now is very rushed. It was a rush job because I am not an animator. I don't have the patience for it. I do want to make I definitely want to make a new channel art. Consumer Safety Institute is, Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew that sounded familiar. I need to stop getting distracted. This is bad for, and this is actually probably good for my ADHD because now you guys can see that, this is pretty much how it goes when I record too, because like I write like scripts and outlines for what I'm gonna say. Excuse me. But a lot of the times I end up just like stumbling my way through it and trailing off in the middle of sentences. So this is just how it goes when I'm trying to like multitask. Queensland Transport. I'm also doing this sitting on my bed with my microphone balanced on my keyboard. So this is very professional. And that's why I'm not on camera, because my room is kind of a wreck. Well, it's actually not that bad. I was just working on some art projects. And my dog is in here. Oh my god, I would love to collab with Peachy. That's like my dream collab. She's been like, I don't want to like bother her because she has like other stuff going on, because I know she works and I think she hasn't been feeling very well lately. But god, I'm so excited for her next ad review or PIF review. Construction Safety Associations of Ontario. Are those the ones? I'm sure I've probably seen some of those because work safety, PSAs, there aren't that many of them, and I feel like I've probably seen them because I did watch the top 100 Canadian PSAs, scariest Canadian PSAs. Okay, we'll get back to looking for logos later. Let's go back to the list. So what was next? That factory holds RSPCA. I feel like you can either love or hate these ads. Obviously, their most infamous one is How Much Is That Doggy, which I've never been a huge fan of, in terms of like horror factor or like effectiveness factor. But some of their other ads are okay. Some of them are really, I mean, they're all heart-wrenching, obviously, and like you can't fault them for using like the gut punch tactics because they kind of need to. Yeah, I don't know, because okay, let me think of. They did How Much Is That Doggy? They did the one with the kitten, which is just awful and sad. Not awful like bad in quality, but awful like sad. There's shit. What else did they do? Did they do the one with the dog? Oh wait, no, I have it pulled up on my not on my TV Tropes page, on the TV Tropes page. RSPCA, how much is that doggy? Yeah, the one with the dog in the oven. My little puppy. Oh, my little puppy. Was that RSPCA? Was swim and yard RSPCA PIFs? Because I'm not sure if they were. I'm gonna put them in the B tier for now. I'll probably have to come back to that later if I can get like examples of they did make swim. Collab with pizza. Oh man, now that would be cool. I would love to collab with pizza, but obviously he doesn't do a face cam or a voice. Like everybody, hashtag pizza voice reveal, please. That would be so cool. Okay, so I'll put RSPCA in the B tier. But I'm not British, so I feel like I don't have as much of a say in like the British charities because I don't live over there, so I don't really know what they're like. But at the same time, I feel like I have a pretty good idea from watching all their PIFs. NSPCC, definitely A tier material. They have nailed the making you uncomfortable in just the right amount of uncomfortable factor. You know what I mean? Yeah, like God, and they have a lot of really good ones. They did Can't Look, they did Cartoon Boy, which I think like people tend to have mixed feelings about, but I still think it's really effective, even though I've seen it a million times. They did all the ones with like the helplines. So yeah, they're like a really good mix of like sad and scary, I would say. So yeah, no complaints about the NSPCC here. Okay, next, Above the Influence. They're kind of lame. I don't know. I think it's just like an American thing. They did the dumb. They did the fucking dumb one with the talking dog. That one just makes me laugh. I think they did the Stoner Sloth ones, which are adorable and hilarious and like the least effective. They do a lot of like anti-weed ads, which I'm just like, it's like, dude, it's 2019. You can make PSAs about better things, you know? I mean, if you don't want to smoke weed, then that's completely fine. I am all for it, whether it's for like health reasons or like mental health, or you just don't want to. Absolutely 100% okay. But we don't need to treat it like it's heroin. But that's just my opinion. Above the Influence goes in the D tier. I can't think of a single ad from them that ever made me go like, huh, I need to examine my life. And I feel like a good PSA will make you do that. But of course, I always kind of think that the Stoner Sloth ones are from. Oh, you're right. Ah, shit, what am I thinking of? Because, okay, see, that's a good question. When I did my Partnership for Drug Free America review, I purposely didn't include any Above the Influence ads because I wasn't actually sure. I couldn't find anything about it. I don't. They might be, but I don't think they are like directly. If that makes any sense, but heroin sloth. That I love that. Crack sloth. What would crack sloth look like? Someone draw that. I might draw that. Um, because, okay, those are ones that I saw on Gabby the Clown's channel, and anybody who likes PSAs has probably seen some of Gabby the Clown's videos. She did like a top 15 like weird anti-pot PSAs, and that's where I first saw the Stoner Sloth ones, and I think I might be confusing them with the one with the leeches and some other dumb ones. Family Guy parody the sloth ad. I believe it. That's all they can do really is parody things because they can't come up with their own fucking original content anymore. Let's move on to Greenpeace. Greenpeace is another one that I'm not like super familiar with. But they're also kind of like, they have a wide range because on the one hand, they made that one with the nuclear family on the nuclear beach. It was dumb. It was shot like a home movie, and then it had the crappy CGI plane like crashing into the nuclear power plant that the family was visiting for some reason, and that one was really dumb. And then on the other hand, they also made the Meltdown with the nuclear cemetery, which is still one of my absolute favorite PIFs ever made. So, let me, just for reference, I'm going to look at the TV Tropes page again and see. Because I feel like they're going to be pretty high up. What else did they do? Oh, they did the Kit Kat ones. Oh, shudder. Has anyone seen the orangutan, like, a Kit Kat PIF? If you have, then you will immediately know what I'm talking about, but oof. I think that one is also on one of Gabby the Clown's countdowns. They did... Oof. Okay, I know they are pretty good, I think they're pretty good. I wish I knew more about them. From what I've seen, like, if I'm taking the average of what I have seen from them, PIF-wise, I'll have to put them in the C tier. But I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind, like, if I can see more of what they have, of what they've done. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick moment and add some of the other logos that I've gotten. So, just, in the chat, tell me some, I don't know, tell me some jokes or something. Tell me your best bad joke. As I, or compliment each other. Everybody compliment each other. This is a wholesome channel. Full of wholesome people who just want to watch, people getting hit by cars. Just out of curiosity, I've been wondering about this for a while because I'm just really curious because I watch so much YouTube. Like, I'm pretty much watching YouTube when I'm not doing that, like, when I'm not sleeping or, like, in the shower, I'm pretty much just watching YouTube all the time. So what other YouTubers do you guys like that aren't, like, PSA and PIF reviewers. Because I have like such a huge range of YouTubers that I love, like content wise, so I'm curious what you guys are into. You boiled some water, it shall be missed. Ayy! You'd make a joke about the DOE, but they always fall flat. Oh, that's terrible. I love it. Do I know about CDC's PSAs? Probably. If I saw one, I would probably recognize it. I actually live, um, for those of you guys who don't know, I live in Atlanta, and that's where the CDC is, so it's like PSA Central over here. Tomska? Yeah, nice, nice. Hello, Sophie. Oops. Just looking at my list, seeing which ones we've done. We did fire kills. We did Greenpeace. Oh, CDC did the tips from former smokers one? Okay, okay, then in that case they're excellent. I love the tips from former smokers series. So prevent it, NHS, CCA. Do they really have a logo? They don't really have a logo. I'll just put, I'll just put this there in lieu of a logo because everybody will know. Yeah, we all. Oh, whoops. Wrong layer. I really do need to get Photoshop because this is kind of ridiculous what I'm doing, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hmm? DSCR. Which one was that? Because that does sound familiar, but I've forgotten what it stands for. WorkSafe logo. Okay, I think that's good for now. I think we're ready to get into like round 2, I suppose. So round 2, we will start with. God, it's so hard to see what's on each layer right now. Oh, no, don't change the. That was dumb. No, don't open Steam. No, don't open Steam. Shit. Oh, the ones with the French car crashes. Um, yeah, those were good. I feel like I didn't get the full impact, no pun intended, of them because I don't speak French. You know what? I'm pretty sure I made that joke in my in my reaction video, but I mean it's still true. I don't speak a lot of French, but they were really good. Okay. All right. Think. Let's do think next. Think is. I'm actually thinking of. I've started a script for a review called "Think: The Two-Faced Campaign" because they are just so. They just love to like flip flop back and forth on whether they want to be like really good and innovative and clever or like big hot garbage. And I think people generally think of them more as big hot garbage these days. Um, Gosh, I don't know because they've done so many like letdowns and like boring PIFs that it's hard not to put them in, like in the D or E tier. They're not F. They're not PETA level. I don't know. They're a little bit like partnership for me in that they were kind of my introduction to like road safety PIFs. Because like everybody knows like Lucky and Julie and Live with the one with the redhead kid. But obviously they also did Moment of Doubt and Pink Kitten and the fucking one with the like the Christmas mime. I wish I could put them in, like put it in between C and D. You know what? It's my video, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in between C and D. Hopefully they'll redeem themselves someday. Oh, it's Danish road safety camp. Danish road safety camp. Okay. Tales from the Road. Is that the one that looked kind of like Tim Burton-y and was like animated? Because those were actually pretty cool. They looked pretty cool. You had to bring up the hedgehogs. Okay, I'm putting it in the C tier then. I'm moving it up because you mentioned the hedgehogs and I forgot about them. And I featured the hedgehog in my my musical review, so of course I gotta. All right, thing. You survived this time. That was Greenpeace. Okay. Who's next? Queensland Transport. Queensland Government authorized by the Queensland Government Transport. They have some crappy ones. I'm just gonna be honest. They are not great. They try to be like creepy and scary and like really grim and edgy. They do like the black and white ones that are shot like they're obviously supposed to be spooky, but I think they try too hard to make it spooky. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think they're trying too hard to be edgy, and they've got their like slow down, stupid campaign, I guess you could call it, which is just dumb. I think they're D tier material, unless someone can like bring up like a really good ad that they made. Because honestly, I've got their what was I gonna say? Oh, I got their like my opinion of them formed from back when for those of you who watch Peachy's channel, when Alex did his bottom 10 PIF review, Queensland Transport was like really high on there, and they both like ranted about them for a while, and they made some really good points. That was a few years ago, but it's a good video, so go check it out. It's really funny. So yeah, sorry Australia. I like Australia, but you know. NHS. What did the NHS do? I know they did the Anthony, the guy in the hospital who was talking about his daughter. That one was really sad, but really good. It's a classic. NHS, where are you at? I'm looking on the TV tropes page. I'm cheating. Don't tell anyone. Oh, wait. I feel like NHS did a lot of smoking ones. Am I right about that? I imagine with... Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, alright, they'll go up in the A tier because I can't think of any that have, like, really stood out for me. But, once again, they haven't made any bad ones that I can think of. Who did the You Wouldn't Steal a Car? I'm not sure where that came from, but it's, like, the biggest... I actually want to do my next trope review is going to be memetic mutation, which is basically, you know, like when like a slogan becomes, or something becomes so like memed that it's like removed from its original context. You know what I mean? Because like nobody takes that slogan seriously anyway. To get you. Piracy funds terrorism. Alright, the TAC. If you've watched Pizza's top 50 scariest Australia, New Zealand PSAs, then like half of the ones on that list are from the TAC. And it's pretty crazy. And a lot of them are like similar in the way that they're made, but I think they're all really good. I think they might go a little over the top sometimes. Not sure whether to put them in the A or the B tier. I'll put them in the A tier. Because some of their ads actually, like, really do get to me. The acting in them is usually pretty good. It's mostly, like, drunk driving and speeding ones. Yeah, I think they do right what Queensland Transport tries to do, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, Bernardo's. Now, I'm a little biased on this one because they made a life story, the one with the little boy, and I am, whoops. Oh shit, did I mess it up? And, I've talked about how much I love that one before. A lot of times. So, they are, personally for me, they're in the S tier. Because they made that one, they made the Break the Cycle one, they made the teenagers one where the group of dudes goes out and like shoots a bunch of it's weird. It sounds weird the way I'm describing it, but it's really well made. I wish they had more. I wish they had more that I could like reference. Shit, I did mess it up a little bit. There we go. But yeah, they're S tier material for me. Okay, how about That was, yeah, that was that. Okay, preventit.ca. There really are no accidents. I like how all of the others are like actual logos, and then this one is just like, and this is Chef here, and I'm fucked. Preventit.ca gets a C. A CA, if you will, but not an A, it's just the C. That was a dumb joke. That's the problem with streams, I can't edit out my dumb jokes. But then again, most of my jokes are dumb. Yeah, they get a C from me. I think WorkSafe did, once again, like, WorkSafe did what they were trying to do, and they did it a little better. So WorkSafe gets a B on that note. I guess I just relate to the WorkSafe ones a little bit more. Because first of all, I like their slogan more. The "It never hurts to ask," or "If you're not sure, ask." I like that more than "There really are no accidents." The Canadian ones, they're good. I just feel like they've got, like, they're going too hard for the shock factor. And I think a lot of people would agree with that. I still like them, but I don't know. I think WorkSafe did it just a little bit better. And obviously, Meth Project for me, it's God tier. And I reviewed their stuff. Love me some good old Meth Project. I didn't put anything in the E tier. That's probably because we don't have E's over here. We don't have E's, like, as letter grades. I've never gotten an E. For SWR, just use the army soldier with the cap cuts as the Yeah, pretty much. SWR is weird. I think they would probably actually go in the E tier for me. Alright, I'm gonna get lazy for a second. I'm just gonna write SWR. So... SWR goes in the E tier. Because they try way too hard for a message that, in my opinion, really isn't all that necessary. And I think that pretty much just sums it up. Oh, right, the CCA. Don't you put it in your mouth. I think purely just for the... Once again, for the memes. Because they did Don't Put It in Your Mouth. They did the House Hippo. Fucking love the House Hippo. They did drugs. But they're also, like, a really... They also did some really, like, earnest and, like, cute, wholesome ones. And, like, even the dumb ones I've mentioned before, I still really like them. Oh, whoops. So I'm gonna put them in the A tier. I like the CCA. They cover, like, a really wide range of topics. And their stuff was probably, like, super overplayed in Canada. But I don't know. I enjoy their ads. Okay, I've been streaming for an hour. But this was fun. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. But yeah, this was really neat. I might do, like, another one of these. I love ranking things, doing lists. It helps me, like, sort out my brain a little bit. Thank you everybody who watched, who showed up, and this is gonna be CCA made PDFA partnership actually made Snake. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is gonna be, like, up on my channel, like, right now. And that's pretty much it. I've still got my Ko-fi up if anybody wants to like help support me, support the channel, support me possibly saving up for a better computer so I can stream better, but that's going to take a long time and no one needs to feel obligated to donate for that. And yeah, subscribe. And I'm not sure what to say. Bye. Peace out. I'm doing a peace sign. Y'all can't tell because I don't have my face cam, but I am doing a peace sign. Later, skaters.